reindeer's not aged? Like, what's the lore behind the reindeer?
They're magical fucking creatures.
But is there only, what, like 12 of them?
Apparently.
But also in the claymation movies, like, Rudolph was a child. So they age.
They just age super fucking slow, apparently.
Do they just get to like a certain age and just stay like perma, like 30 years old?
Yeah, it's like a fine wine. It only gets better.
Oh, reindeer, like fine wine. Those are the two closest things in comparison, is reindeer and wine.
Obviously.
just Santa's kicking back, just crushing bottle after bottle after bottle of rosé, and just like watching his reindeer
not grow up.
And Mrs. Claus is just, chilling. Mrs. Claus seems like she'd be a whiskey kind of broad.
No, Mrs. Claus would be a wine. She'd be like, oh, it's good for you, and then drink like 7 bottles a day.
Oh, Mrs. Claus is definitely, she's definitely the mom that's just like, it's made of grapes, it's healthy. And just gets trashed every single day.
Just fucking shithoused.
And she goes into the workshop and just starts tearing into the elves. Just like every middle-class white mom.
Fucking Karens of the world.
Classic. Mrs. Claus is a classic Karen. That's actually where the Karen archetype came from, was Mrs. Claus. She's the original Karen. She's
the commander of Karen.
She's Karen Claus.
Yeah.
What's Santa's first name? Is it Chris? Is it Chris Kringle? Is that his actual name? Or is that just like another person altogether?
No, that's who they say it is.
Oh, I haven't brushed up on my Christmas.
Fucking get it together, bud.
Sorry, man. It's Jesus' birthday, and I'm too focused on celebrating, eating cake for Jesus, and drinking beer for Jesus. What is up, you New Year's babies? Welcome back to another episode of the Fetch and Shock podcast. I am your host, Mrs. Claus's other man, Tyler, and joining me, as always, is my co-host, Olive, the other reindeer, Matt. Matt, what is going on?
What's going on? that was actually pretty good.
I appreciate that. So Christmas is over.
It's gone.
This year's basically over too. We're in that sweet spot of Christmas is done, but it's not New Year's yet, and we just get to drink in kind of like the vacation mode.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Like I'm working today, but nothing is really going on.
Yeah, you're quote unquote working, but like we're also recording in the middle of the day, which is this is by far the earliest we've ever recorded.
Yeah, yes it is, but also yes, I was working earlier. Figured I'd take a break.
Yeah, your well-earned break just to talk to me about magical cards.
Magical Christmas land. Get it?
But how was your Christmas? What did you end up doing?
What did I do? Yes.
I
played Call of Duty for 10 hours.
So you had a productive Christmas with your family. A lot of love was shared.
Yes, my wife works night shift, so she slept. And then we spent a couple hours together, exchanged gifts, stuff like that. But other than that, I played with the dogs and played Call of Duty.
That actually sounds like a pretty fucking awesome Christmas, if we're going to be honest.
It was pretty cool. It's always weird not to be able to see your family, but...
Yeah, well, I definitely did see my family.
Yeah, I'd rather not go home, like back home to PA.
Yeah, well, that's also like a 4.5 hour drive.
Well, then my wife would have been by herself on Christmas, which kind of, that sucks, and that's not fun.
Well, my family is a bunch of drunks, so we had a blast. All we did was just drink a bunch. And then my mother's husband, for Christmas, he got to open up one present early, and I believe my aunt got him a breathalyzer.
Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, I saw your tweet about that.
Yeah, so we got this breathalyzer, and he cracks it open, and we've already been drinking. We put in a shift. It was at least 7 hours of drinking at that point. And he opens up the breathalyzer, and we're just passing it around the table like every hour on the hour, seeing where everybody was at.
Who was the winner / loser?
Oh my god! It had to have been my mom's husband, like by a fucking landslide. This man can drink more Miller Lights than I've seen any other human being drink.
That doesn't really count.
He can put down like a 30 pack in like no time whatsoever. Like even just that sheer amount of liquid. I don't even care if it was just cans of water.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think I would be able to do that.
It's 12-ounce beers. There's 30 of them. That adds up pretty fucking quick.
I don't want to do the math, but it's a lot. And I had been drinking whiskey, so I think like I was at like 0.2, like 8 or something like that. And it like had like the hours until sober. Like it would come up with your like blood alcohol level, whatever this thing said, and then like how many hours, and then it had like a list of your symptoms. And all of us by the end of the night were just like, oh, you have 19 hours and 37 minutes until sober again.
It never takes that long, though.
No, because you sleep it off. And it would be like, you are experiencing severe memory loss and you might need help walking.
It's like you are dying.
Yeah, you are going to die. No, we're trained professionals. We're a family of trained professionals.
Someone's got to do it.
It's a tough job. But, like I said, Christmas is over. So we're moving into a new year. And we would be remiss if we didn't at least spend an episode just looking back, doing a year in review of 2019. And this is kind of cool, too, because it's the end of a decade. But we were talking before, this is basically Magic's first decade.
Yeah.
It's at very least the first full one. And it's the first one where Magic was...
Well, it's the first full one for sure.
Magic. Like, I guess, kind of had their shit, figured out. I mean, there's an argument that they still don't have their shit figured out, but that's neither here nor there. Magic was at least its full-blown game this entire decade.
Yes, Magic is way different now than it was before.
Well, you also have been playing this entire decade.
Yes.
I have not. So, I kind of came in, the middle of the decade, I guess. I started playing in Innistrad. I don't remember what year that was.
I couldn't tell you.
But I would say it was probably 2000,
This would be easy to look up.
Yeah, I mean, that's, again, too much work for me. I'm hungover from Christmas, man. I just told you, we were drinking all day and night.
Yeah, that's true. You still didn't get your memory back, I guess.
No, not well, according to the thing, I have at least another 4 or 5 hours until I'm sober. But yeah, so I started right in the middle of the decade. So I guess I kind of have a bit of a skewed perspective on what happened. But you have known the entire time because you started playing in the early 2000s.
Yes. Yeah, I've been for sure playing. I was in 3rd or 4th grade.
Oh, geez. So that was forever ago.
So
you were damn close to seeing
2000.
the first. I guess they have had 2 full decades, from 2000 to 2010, and then 2010 to 2020. But like I said, it's I feel like that first decade, they were still trying to figure it out.
Well,
this one,
look at the cards from
oh goodness
then till now. One of the strongest things you
some of those cards
do
are bonkers
is ramp out a Shivan Dragon or Serra Angel or Air Elemental and protect it.
Well, everything in this current decade, it was all it's all modern card border, right?
I don't know.
It's something like that. We did not do our research.
No, we didn't do shit.
But
that's on par, though.
That's our brand. We at least have to fulfill our brand. But let's talk about some of the things that happened in 2019, Matt. What was your favorite Magic thing that happened this year?
The London Mulligan.
Oh, that's a freaking awesome one. That's a really good one.
Yeah, that was really good for Magic, I think.
As a whole.
As a whole, yes.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah, that's probably for sure the best thing.
So many problems that happened.
Yeah, just for the things that it hurts, it helps so many more. So
yeah, well, would hate to go back on the decade thing, but we started this decade with a mulligan, 2 mulligan rolls prior.
Yeah.
And then we went to the one before the London Mulligan was the Paris Mulligan or something like that.
Paris Mulligan, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, which you just picked cards from your hand. I don't even remember the last one. Oh yeah, you just drew and then you scryed. It was the Scry Mulligan.
Yeah,
and I was not a
and then
big fan of that one. It was fine, and I think there was a lot of people who were just no, this London Mulligan's going to ruin the game. And then tried out the London Mulligan. They're oh no, this is just infinitely better in every single capacity.
Yeah, for sure, way better.
Yeah, I love that. That's a really fucking good answer. Nice one.
I
would say my favorite thing that happened this year might have very well been Modern Horizons.
Yeah, it's cool how they specifically came out with a set to support.
Yeah,
specifically modern.
And I love the modern format. This year, it has not been great, arguably, and you could say that Modern Horizons has not helped with that. But execution of Modern Horizons, not phenomenal, but the idea, the concept of Modern Horizons was, and I've never been more excited about a set coming out than when Modern Horizons was spoiled that they were coming out with it, and then the cards started coming out, and that was the one of the most exciting parts about 2019 for me was that.
Yes, I would agree with you.
And we did get totally fucking awful cards like Hogak and Ren and 6.
Well, it took a little bit to break Hogak.
There were some fucking mistakes in Modern Horizons, but I mean there was also mistakes in plenty of other standard legal sets that came out.
Yeah.
Well, keeping on that, what was your favorite card?
I don't think that Astrolabe is a bad card. But I know you're not a fan of it, and a lot of people aren't.
I feel like the
But-
Pauper community has a lot to complain about with that card.
They banned it in Pauper. That's fine.
Yeah,
Ban it. You
but
don't
like
need
that
to.
ruined that format. But yeah, what was your favorite card about that was printed in 2019?
I was thinking about this at first. I was saying Narsat, and then I was like, oh, no. My favorite card in 2019 is for sure Bolas's Citadel.
That's a good pick. That's like the 100% vintage player coming out in you.
Oh, yeah. Tinkering into that is one of the best things. It is the best thing you can do.
Yeah, that's just full-on vintage combo degeneracy at its finest.
Yeah, you're not living unless you have a turn 1 Bolas's Citadel and storming off and killing your opponent.
That is such a vintage card, too. Like, just some dumb thing that's way too expensive that it will you can't really play it in any other format, and then you put it in the context of every card ever printed, and yeah, it finds a home, and it's arguably one of the most powerful cards in the deck.
It's one of the most powerful cards in the format.
Which is bonkers. That came out in
for this
2019.
little text, it doesn't matter that it costs 7 or 6 mana or whatever it is.
Oh, it's an artifact.
It's an artifact. Turns out artifacts are good.
Yeah,
I've
that's
hard
easily
cast
the
it
most
before.
powerful card.
I've hardcast it very easily.
Is that the most busted artifact that came out in 2019?
Probably.
I guess maybe Astrolabe?
Astrolabe for sure
put
sees
that?
more play.
Yeah, and Astrolabe makes its own kind of thing, where Citadel just fit into a deck that was already very, very good.
Already existed, yeah.
Yes. Well, my favorite card, to zero people's surprise, because I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, there's a couple different options, but really there's only one option. It has to be Get Rover for me. Being able to have access to a Mother of Ruin style effect in Modern is so cool.
Yeah, that doesn't
And that's
surprise
something-
me at all.
That's something white players have been asking for years and years and years and years and years.
An additional mom.
Yes. Just give us a Modern mom. That's all I wanted. And we got Gibber, and I'm happy with it. I'm playing 4 Gibbers in the deck that I'm playing in Columbus.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
The deck would be so much worse without Gibbers.
Yeah, Giver is really cool. Just it's a modern mom. And it's actually slightly better and also slightly worse.
Well, our 1-drop creature spot in Modern for a long time was Thraben Inspector.
Yeah, it's better in the fact it has 2 toughness, gives protection from colorless as well, but it's worse because it can't protect itself.
Yes. Well, I mean, and even when Legacy, which for a majority of the year since Modern Horizons was printed, it was just dominated by Ren and 6, and the only way to not completely die to Ren and 6 was just playing Givers over Moms.
Yeah,
Which
the
hurt
2
my soul.
toughness is big.
And Mom is back, so I'm happy with that because Ren and 6 is gone. I'm very happy about that. Do you have a least favorite card that was printed in 2019?
Least favorite card.
I feel like the easy answer for everybody's gonna be like Oko. Oh, I hate Oko, but there were so many worse cards printed than Oko this year.
I would honestly, I'm thinking Hogak is pretty bad.
That's a good answer. I feel like that's going to be a universal answer for people too. That has to be in your top 3.
Yeah, that's the one that's really? You really printed that?
Mine is 1,000% Ren and 6 though. Fuck Ren and 6, man. Oh my god, I hate that card.
That's not nearly as bad.
I never want to see another Ren and 6 ever again. I hate it so much. It just crushed my hopes and dreams.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So yeah, my favorite part, Modern Horizons. My least favorite card is a card from Modern Horizons.
Yeah, you got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah. Well, what do you think outside of card printings and stuff? What do you think was the most impactful thing that happened this year, as far as Magic is concerned?
I think the London Mulligan again.
You think that's the move?
Yeah,
Well,
changed it a lot.
I guess
Maybe the
what do you
addition
think?
of Pioneer.
Okay, there we go. I was good. That was the question I was kind of modify the question. Outside of the gameplay, what do you think is the most impactful thing that happened this year? And it could be something that you like or something that you are not a fan of.
Brawl.
Brawl.
Not a fan of Brawl.
Okay, but I don't think Brawl's that impactful, especially because how they're running it now. Brawl's only available on Wednesdays or some shit on Magic
Actually-
Arena. That's it.
I think the most impactful thing that I don't like is no GP coverage.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that was a huge change, and I think that's an overarching change that is just happening. And that's what we're going to be seeing going into 2020. Is there is a huge shift away from the competitive Magic to more casual Magic.
Yeah, that too, which is fine. Just support both.
I mean, it's just the Wizards once, and it has always been a company that's just we're going to focus on one thing and fuck everything else that we're not focusing on.
Yeah, they could do both though. That's the
Oh, they
That's the
could. They
thing.
could easily do both, but they just like are not going to, and they've always done that. And
They
they
also
see
make
like,
more off casual.
yeah, I mean for sure. And that was my thing with like 2020 moving forward. Like they're moving away from the competitive scene, which I mean, yeah, it's like if you still want to be a competitive Magic player, you can do that. There's still avenues for that, but you're not going to be in the limelight.
Yeah, I agree.
Which, okay. If you really want to be the best, it's like you're not doing it because you want to be famous. You're doing it because you want to be the best and you want to compete with the best players.
But
Because
it's
if you're doing
same,
it to become a famous Magic player, like you have to do better than that, bud.
at the same time, that's what streaming is. Like all these casual people are starting to stream and they're making a lot of money off of it.
Yeah, but you don't have to be a good Magic player. You just have to be a serviceable Magic player and an entertaining person to do that.
True.
I think, and we're talking about the most impactful thing this year. That is kind of my thought is the focus, the refocusing of Magic to the more like the casual crowd and moving away from the competitive Magic. And I think all the
Yeah,
people
that is a
who,
big part of what happened.
and people were really vocal about that, like negatively vocal about that when that change started. But like the invention of Arena, which is just like the perfect streaming tool for just a casual player, the invention of Arena and them dropping GP coverage and them starting to support more streamers and less professionals, that is where the future of Magic is headed. And that change just happened to happen this year.
Yeah, and it was pretty not subtle.
Oh no.
It just happened.
I don't know if Wizards knows subtle.
Doesn't seem like it, does it?
No, like I don't know. Wizards has never done something tactfully. It's always just like here you go, everyone. Enjoy that.
Yeah, this is now the thing.
Which I mean, that's fine. And 2020 is going to be, I'm calling it now, is going to be the year of Commander.
You think, huh?
We are going to see Commander explode in 2020. And if you're not into Commander, then I think you're shit out of luck. But if you're into Commander, you're going to love the year 2020.
We shall see, huh?
Oh, I mean, and just like the products that they're going to be releasing, like it's all going to be focused on Commander stuff. Well, I mean, it's not going to be all focused on Commander stuff, but they're doing, with every set, they're doing their own Commander decks. They're doing that Commander anthology thing. That's the Commander Collection Green or whatever it's called. And they're doing that all Commander set, which I think it's going to be like draftable or something like that. Like that, it's going to be. Yeah, they're doing a Commander set.
That's wild.
We definitely talked about this.
I don't remember it. I must have been pretty drunk.
That sounds about right. Yeah, they're doing a Commander set. And it's going to be like a draftable set, but you're going to be, instead of playing like 40 cards, you're going to be playing like a 60 card deck, singleton, and then you're going to be able to pick a commander. There's going to be like an assload of legendaries in it. And there's going to be a bunch of new cards and I think some reprints.
I can actually get behind that. That's kind of cool. Best of both worlds. That's supporting both.
Yeah, because you get
It's
to play
draftable.
which
Yeah.
I never want them to lose limited, which is why I'm kind of bummed that they're not playing limited at Worlds because it's going to be on Arena. Yeah, that's the part that kind of bums me out. But as long as we don't lose limited, because limited's honestly the most fun way to play Magic. Just and it's so easy. Like if like I play Legacy, you play Vintage. Some of our other friends play Modern. Some of them play Standard. But we can all get together and we all chip in for a box. Yeah. And we, regardless of the fact that you have a Vintage deck and I have Legacy deck and like Austin has a Modern deck and somebody else has a Commander deck, we all know how to play Magic. We all know how to draft. We get a box. We have the best time.
Yeah, definitely fun. And like you said, everyone can.
I never want to lose that ability to do that. And if they keep making good limited sets, because that's really the barrier there. If the set's not fun to play in like a limited context, then I don't want to play limited. But if it's even serviceable, I will play limited every day of the week, all the time.
Yeah, you want to play.
Yeah. So what do you think is the worst thing that happened this year as far as Magic is concerned?
War of the Spark.
Oh, not a War of the Spark fan. I mean, I hated that limited format. So
no,
in that conversation,
I love some of the cards in there, but some of them were like, why did you make this card?
Yeah, that set just totally flipped everything. And that's just a standard set. And that ruined multiple formats for a while.
Yes,
and like that completely changed the context of like Tron and Modern.
Karn is a house. Narset's good in other formats.
I mean, even what, like 3-man Safaris from War?
Yes, it is.
That card's really
pretty brutal too. Yeah.
Yeah, man. There are so many cards in that set that are just so good.
Just fucking brutal.
And that is another 20. This is the Fetch and Shock 2020 prediction show for me now. But that's another thing I'm hoping to see from Magic in 2020 is them making something that like directly interacts with Planeswalker.
Like, hey, destroy target planeswalker or a negate for planeswalker spells.
Yeah, like if they're going to put all of this power level into the Planeswalkers that they're printing, they need to start looking at removal in a different context. Like finding ways to just get rid of Planeswalkers more efficiently is, I think, will change the game in such a positive way. That is something I definitely want to see out of 2020.
Or something as simple as this creature can't, if it's attacking a planeswalker, it can't be blocked or something like that.
Yeah, but even something like that, it's just like that's the traditional way that you're supposed to deal with Planeswalkers is you attack them. Like that's their one vulnerability is that you have to, like, you can attack them. You can kill them, but at this point, like some of the Planeswalkers are so good that they just either deal with whatever's going to attacking it so effectively that it doesn't matter, or when they come down, they've already done their damage.
Yeah.
Like Jace the Mind Sculptor is a perfect example. Like when it comes down, if you can kill it after just one Brainstorm and they just spent 5 mana on a Brainstorm, that's fine. But the second they untap with it and they get to Brainstorm again, that card has just paid dividends.
Gets bananas real quick.
Yes. So like if you're attacking it, then you're good. But if you're not, and you just let that thing resolve and they untap with it, you're dead.
Yeah, good luck getting out from that card advantage.
Yeah, you're dead, but it's going to take a lot longer too. Because I don't know any deck that plays Jace that kills quickly.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Vintage stuff maybe would be the only one.
And like we were just talking about, War of the Spark is your least favorite part about this year. All of those Planeswalkers that we mentioned before, they are pretty hard to kill.
Yeah, they're not easy. The static abilities are a big bonus for them too.
Yeah, geez, they're crippling. Like if you need to dig for an answer when an Narset resolves to kill it, you're dead. If you are attacking like an Oko with something, and if they turn 3 like Oko, which I know it's not War of the Spark, but that's still a Planeswalker problem. If they just put it down and plus it, like you have to attack with a lot of power. And if they turn 3 it, you don't have the power to kill it.
And it protects itself very good.
Yeah. Wow, that card is just so gross.
Either by making it's something you have into a 3/3 or making something that could kill it into a 3/3.
Yeah. And like sure, like Karn, the Great Creator, I can't, like most times when I'm playing against that, and it could just be slanted because those are the type of decks that I play, but 9 times out of 10 when my opponent casts that card, they minus it and they're going to get an Ensnaring Bridge. And even if I kill it, like I'm still just dead that game because they get to resolve an Ensnaring Bridge. And they have like 1 card in hand, 0 cards in hand, and I'm just like, oh well, the attacking with creatures thing that I wanted to do, can't do it anymore. That sucks.
Well, it's basically the Wish Planeswalker.
Yeah, that's just fucked.
It goes and gets all these bullets that are just so powerful in whatever situation that person finds themselves in.
That's why they don't print wishes anymore. Like before Karn, what was the last wish card before
Glittering Wish.
Yeah, that's the multicolor one.
Yeah, that only gets multicolor cards.
Yeah, and we did see Fae of Wishes, but that's significantly less powerful.
Yeah, it's 4 mana for one thing.
And sure, you can like bounce it back, and that's neat. But the static ability on Karn just makes it so much harder.
Yeah, it's just one of the best hate cards in Modern.
Even if Microsynth Lattice didn't exist, I still think that card would see a lot of play.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the wish ability.
One of the best things you can do is just Karn, go get a liquid metal coating and start popping lands.
And just start blowing up lands. Or, I mean, in my case, the Karn, go get a bridge, and I'm dead.
Yeah, good luck dealing with main board bridge, pretty much.
Fuck, it sucks. Oh, it's so brutal. I hate it. I hate Karn. I agree with you that War of the Spark is my least favorite thing that happened in 2019.
I like how they tried new shit, but they went too hard.
And that's kind of the theme of Magic the past few years is where they're pushing boundaries, but they don't know where the boundaries are, I don't think.
Yeah, and that's what they kind of need to do. They need to press the boundary, but it just gets too much.
So 2020 prediction, do you think they're going to dial it back, or do you think they're just going to keep the foot on the gas?
Well, it's not every set that is overpowered. Yes, every set has at least one good card, but War of the Spark was said, whoop, fuck it, here you go. Have fun.
Well, almost every set this year has had like one ban card in multiple formats.
Ravnica Allegiance did not.
Yeah, it was the only one, and that was at the very beginning of the year. But after Ravnica Allegiance, like War of the Spark, devastating cards. Modern Horizons, devastating cards. I guess Core Set 2020, did that have anything worth doing anything? No. But it was all reprints, mostly, that were really powerful in that set.
Isn't that what's the green instant?
Veil of Summer.
Veil of Summer, isn't that what that's from?
Oh, yes, Veil of Summer is in that. There you go. So Veil of Summer is the one from Core Set 2020. A Throne of Eldraine is littered with fucking ridiculous cards. I think 2020 also, or 2019, has been the year of green.
Yes, very strong green shit in there.
Which I would have, if you would have told me in 2018 that 2019, you're going to have worry about green cards, I would have laughed in your face.
Yeah.
I told you you're a dumb idiot.
Yeah, like, oh, you silly bitch. That's not a thing.
Yeah, but no, yeah, green is the most powerful card or the most powerful color in 20, and it's by a landslide too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. It's very powerful. A lot of good shit in green.
2020, year of white. Let's go.
Not gonna happen, bud. Sorry.
Come on, Wizards. God damn it. Give me what I want. I don't even know what I want, but I do want white cards. That's all. That's the only thing I could say.
You don't know what you want, but you do want.
Yeah, I want. That's it. I have a hunger that can only be satiated by good white cards. Give
That's
it
fair.
to me. I'm ready. My body is ready.
But is your mind?
Maybe, probably not. If they're gonna print something, I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be out of this world powerful. I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. And then it's just gonna get banned in like a month. And I'm gonna be like, well, back to square one.
Yeah, it sounds about
right. I can
right.
play it in no formats.
That sounds about right.
No, there's never gonna be a white card that's that powerful.
Not that powerful, no. I think you're right.
All right, well, what do you think is the best non-Magic thing that happened this year? At least for you personally.
New job.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's for sure the best thing that's happened thus far.
Well, I mean, also you getting a new job was what started this whole shit show.
Yeah, having time.
And you moving. So now I couldn't like see you and play Magic with you. So now we do it weekly on the Fetch Shock podcast.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
God, I don't even know what good happened this year. At least non-Magic stuff. 2019 kind of sucked.
No, 2019 did not suck.
For you.
True.
I would say losing my tooth is probably the best thing that happened this year. Just because I got so many good gags out of it.
You did get a lot of good gags out of it.
Yes. And I'm still using it to this day. But like in 2020, I'm going to get a tooth. 2020, year of the tooth.
Year of the tooth.
God damn it. All the fun is gone.
Where you get your tooth back.
God damn it. Okay, maybe 2019 was great. The whole tooth thing. The only good part about 2019.
See, I told you. Something was there.
You're right. Yeah, listen, you got to take something like losing a tooth and make it a positive.
Like I say, you got to take the good with the bad.
I was so positive in 2019. 2020 is going to be a year of negativity. Year of good white cards. Year of interaction with planeswalkers. Year of negativity. Just keep the list going.
Yeah, right.
So do you have any New Year's resolution for 2020?
Not be obsessed with Call of Duty.
Oh, is that you found an addiction for the end of the year, and then you're just going to move into 2020 and just hopefully forget about it?
I didn't say it was going to happen. It's a goal.
I guess that's the whole thing about New Year's resolutions, right? Is it like it's not a binding contract. You can just totally blow it.
I could easily just say, yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, like I don't even remember what my New Year's resolution was from 2019, but I'm almost 100% certain I didn't do it.
I usually don't make resolutions.
No, I mean, I have made the resolution to start playing Pioneer.
Oh, you did do that? I'll give you that.
Well, I mean, that's canon now. That's something I have to do.
You don't have a choice.
No. 2020, here, I'm marking it down now, even though we just said that New Year's resolutions are a joke and we don't actually have to follow through with them. But 2020, I am going to start doing the YouTube stuff again.
Oh, yeah. There you
I'm
go.
going to get back on my bullshit with that, because I really have not been keeping up with that. I'm just so busy, you know?
No, you're not.
I have so much shit going on. I have to sit around all day, and I have to play Magic online, and
You could just be recording that.
I could, you're right. But I also I sit and I don't play Magic online. I play guitar or something. Like I have a busy lifestyle, man. Being unemployed is the hardest thing that I've ever had to do as far as the job goes.
Fair.
Yeah, so but 2020, I'm back on my. We're gonna start producing more Fetch and Shock YouTube content because that first video was super fun to do. It's just like I haven't done anything since.
Yeah, just a matter of time.
We're gonna become. I'm just gonna become a pioneer YouTuber. We're just gonna
There you
lump
go.
in both of my my Magic New Year's resolutions all into one. YouTube pioneer content. Mark your calendars for 2020. Just mark the entire year. Go through every single day and just write Fetch and Shock YouTube pioneer content.
You need to put 2 videos out today.
It's not 2020 yet. I still got time. I still got time to enjoy me being a lazy prick.
Yeah, not a whole lot, but I guess you have some.
And I can start streaming again. That'll be fun. I had a blast that first time and just, again, have not done it since.
Well, fucking pitter patter, bud.
That is another hallmark of 2019. Me doing it once and then just giving up immediately.
And then stopping, yeah.
Yep. I did it once. Mark, check off the bucket list, and then just continue just coasting through life, not doing anything. So 2020, year of the pioneer, year of YouTube, year of negativity, year of interaction with planeswalkers. Are you keeping a list of this? Are you keeping track?
No, not even close.
God damn it! Somebody out there, please make a list of these things and then send it to me. DM me at the fetch at fetch_shock, and because I'm gonna need a list to remember all this shit. And everybody, and you know what? Why don't you go while you're at the Twitter? Why don't you just go ahead and tweet us your New Year's resolution? Because I'm interested to see what people are hoping for in the 2020. Like, I want to hear what you're thinking about Magic. I want to hear if you're gonna go skydiving or something. Is that a New Year's resolution that people will have? Maybe add that to the list. I'm gonna go
skydiving. Would be fun.
I'm terrified of heights though, so I don't know if that's something that I'm gonna be actually trying to do. Yeah, what's a non-Magic New Year's resolution for you, Matt?
Oh, I don't do resolutions.
Oh, I think I found one for you.
Do resolutions.
It is Magic related.
What's that?
Matt, in 2020, you are going to get a goddamn mic.
Ooh, there you go.
That is your goal for the year of 2020. If you accomplish that and nothing else, it'll be a success.
That's a good one.
You're welcome. Listen, I'm thinking on my toes today. I'm finally past the sober 19-hour mark. I actually just reached that threshold about 3 seconds ago, and now I see clearly. I'm like that one movie where they take the thing and then they could like see into the future. Limitless.
Yeah, it's like a superpower.
Yes, I have the power of clarity. Yeah, so you're gonna get a mic. Oh, 2022. Well, 2020 also is gonna be the year of Fetch and Shock because this was our first year.
Wasn't even a full year.
No, not quite. But we will reach full year status in 2020.
Nope, I'm quitting the week before.
That's fine. Well, I'll just replace you with somebody else. I'll get Evan Irwin. Shout out to Evan Irwin. If you're listening, Evan, you need to replace Matt in about 4 months.
Yeah, I think about 4 months.
That sounds about right. Or anybody else out there who wants to replace Matt, send your resume and cover letter to fetch_shock. I will be reviewing applications when Matt puts in his 2-week notice, and then I will be reaching out to you. We will be conducting phone interviews, and then some in-person interviews. We're gonna fly you out to my house, and then we're going to test how many beers you can drink in a 3-hour time span, and then after that, we're gonna see how well you play Magic.
Yeah, how.
And if you're better than me at Magic, then you lose the job.
Yeah, you just automatically are done.
Yep. So, but I mean, after that 3-hour period of drinking, we're hoping that you're less good.
It's weird. I play better Magic not hungover.
Is that your superpower?
No, being sober and not
Magic.
hungover, I'm better. Yeah.
I think once you hit the sweet spot after like a couple beers, that's the best way to play Magic. That's when I'm at peak performance.
That is what peak performance looks like.
Yeah, you might not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like, and it's just you and me sitting with our guts out, just drinking beer and playing Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's about 100% right.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Which is going to be us at the annual. We're gonna have to do a nice blowout episode for the annual, even though we've talked about it a bunch. But we should just do an episode dedicated to the annual.
I thought we had that planned already.
Oh well, now I spoiled it on the air.
Holy bitch.
I mean, people will forget about it by then, assuming that they are drinking as much as I am. All right, dude. Well, is there anything else you want to say about the grand old year of 2019?
Adios.
Yes. See ya, bitch.
See
Yeah,
you
I'm fine
never
with that.
again.
Yeah, I'm fine with that ending to the year. Again, I mean, 2019 was all right. Losing the tooth thing was great. Matt, you getting a job was great. Starting the podcast, that was a great moment.
Mediocre.
I'm gonna say that was the highlight, unfortunately, and that shows you how bad this year was.
Could be
having
worse.
To talk with you and fucking.
We talk more than that anyway.
But
we
I
talk
have
more
to talk
outside of the podcast more than we do on the
You're right.
podcast.
If we should just start recording our just regular phone call and
Just
release that
releasing them.
and release that under another moniker that isn't the Fetch and Chalk podcast. That might get us
Easily
into
do
some
that.
trouble.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or that's just that we're just gonna become double famous because we're already the world famous Fetch and Chalk podcast.
World famous.
We would be just something else. The world famous something else podcast. Just name it like technical difficult something.
A good name for a podcast.
I'm sure it's already taken. Don't worry. My ideas are not original enough to not be already smoked.
Someone already taken it. Yeah.
That sounds about 100%. Well, a couple of little things before, since we already just bid farewell to the year of 2019, and we're gonna drop our balls on 2020. So I'm actually finishing up the Content Creator Community Cup stuff, and our deck this time around is so weak. It is so good.
Good enough to beat if lands could kill.
That's pretty much the only reason why I wanted to talk about it. Because so I am one game away from finishing it, and I am currently 3-0 for this round, which is much better than last round. Because I think last round I got smoked. I think I went like 0-4 last round, or like 1-3 last round. It was bad news. But our deck is so sweet. We're playing Selesnya like tokens, but some of the cards in it are just
bonkers. Yeah.
Yeah. So just like I get to play like March of the Multitudes, which is amazing. Divine Visitation, which is that one enchantment that whenever you create a token, instead of that token, you create a 4/4 angel with flying and vigilance.
Yeah, that thing's real good.
Yeah. And like Knight of Autumn has been all-star. Tristani Discordant. Everybody, you can go and reach out to Knife City and ask him about Tristani Discordant, because that card brought the heat.
Just laid down the smackdown.
Yeah, and Harmonious Archon. That's like the reason why I wanted to play the deck, is because Harmonious Archon is so cool. And yeah, it's correct. That card is really cool. That card has just been wrecking.
Fucking taste it, nerd.
That's one thing you don't expect is the end of turn March of the Multitudes make like 10 guys, untap Harmonious Archon. Now those 1/1s are 3/3s and attack you for a gazillion.
Turns out that seems pretty good.
Yeah, this is like exactly the style of deck I like to play too. So I'm having a blast, and winning is also fun.
It's not even the part of it for the Community Cup.
No, I didn't. No, winning doesn't matter. Like last round, I wasn't bummed. Even though our deck was a pile, I just tried to make like a combo deck in a singleton format, which is probably not the best idea. So
Yeah,
this
it's
time
fine.
it's a singleton format, and I just wanted to make something that made a lot of things and turn them sideways.
Yeah, turn idiots sideways.
Yes, which has been my tried and true like bread and butter since I started playing Magic. So I don't know why I tried to steer away from that, but we're back on track. 2020, year of turning things sideways. Add that one to the list, everyone. Again, I'm gonna need that email or DM'd to me, because I
Someone needs to
already
send it.
forgot all of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit on the list that's already gone.
How am I supposed to remember how to do all these things if we're not keeping track? I can't be bothered to type them down. That seems like, especially
While you're
sitting
on
at a
your computer,
right now
yeah.
as we speak. That seems like a
How
lot of work.
Dare you?
But yeah, and then we also got some Theros spoilers recently, but we could save those for another time.
Yeah, I think we saved those for the new
I think
year.
the beginning of 2020 is when like Theros spoilers are going to start dropping heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming our first episode in 2020 is just going to be we're back on our bullshit with the spoilers.
It sounds about right.
No, that's another thing. 2019 has been the year of the spoiler.
Yes, there have been a lot of sets that have come out a lot, and we did a lot of those.
Oh my God. Well, maybe, I mean, it doesn't look like 2020 is going to be much different with all the Commander things that are going to be coming out and like the other supplementary products. It's just going to be the year of the spoilers again.
All the other shit.
And Modern Horizons 2 we might get.
That'd be cool.
Oh, God, no. Or maybe it'll be better. Maybe we won't get Ren and 6. And maybe I'll get more white cards. Okay, never mind. Back on board. I was off it. Now I'm on it.
Back on board.
2020, the year of being back on board.
We're done with that already.
All right, dude. Well, again, did you think of anything in the past 5 minutes that made you change your mind on anything that you wanted to say about 2019?
No, I can't think of anything else, honestly.
Yeah, adios 2019.
Get the fuck out.
You were mediocre.
At best.
All right, well, there's only one more thing we need to do. Our last accumulated knowledge of the year.
It is the last one, huh?
Who's asking who? Is it me? Asking you?
No, I'm asking.
Asking me. Oh, God. So I get to close out the year with an L. That's fun.
We shall see. Hold on, let me bring up Scryfall here.
I'm waiting attentively.
All right. Ooh, this one's actually brand spanking new.
Uh-oh.
This is Demon of Loathing.
Demon of Loathing?
Demon of Loathing.
Oh, is this like a Theros Beyond spoiler?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Why did I not pay attention? It's like one of the ones from the dual decks, too. Or not the dual decks, the Planeswalker decks, or whatever the hell they are. Oh, God, no. Well, all the ones that they spoiled are just like massive, like beaters, too. I don't know. Is it like 4 black?
Would you like to use a hint?
No, I don't think I would. Because it's not going to help anyway, because I don't know what the fuck these cards do.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, sure. That seems right.
Pretty close. It's 5 black. They're all 7 mana.
Oh, no. I should have known that.
So this thing is Flample, Flying Trample, 7/7.
Oh, classic Flample.
Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player sacks a creature.
Okay.
What's the likelihood of a brand spanking new guy?
Yeah, that seems like I see. What's his power and toughness?
7/7.
Oh, geez, that guy's big. For 7 mana, for Flample, 7/7?
7/7 Flample.
And an ability that, I mean, is kind of relevant?
Is a thing, yeah.
That's a card's pretty aggressive.
God damn, the next one's a new one, too. Not Theros new.
Okay, I was going to say, what is going on? Hopefully it's a 7 mana one. Then that's all I'm going to do.
This one is called Blow Your House Down.
Blow your house down.
Blow your house down.
Well,
you think these walls will protect you? My, you have a dim view of the power of the wilds.
Oh, geez. I mean, this has to be, no question, it's an Eldraine card, right?
Yes.
But I don't remember what it does. I played Eldraine Limited a bunch, too. It's just like a bad card.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Oh, that explains why I don't know what it is. I'm going to use a hint, though. What does the card do?
Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn. Destroy any of them that are walled.
Oh, jeez. Oh, this is a red card. It's 2 in a red. I just remember because the art. Isn't the art like a wolf?
Would you like to use a hint?
No, my guess is 2 in a red.
Yes, you are correct. Yeah, this card's pretty bad.
Yeah, that card's not very good. But it is like a wolf, right?
Yes, it's a big ass wolf.
I can't even think of any walls in that set.
I don't think that there are. That's the funny thing.
There's got to be at least some wall. It's just like probably not a playable one.
So you are 1 for 2. Ooh, this is a spicy one.
Oh, jeez.
Are you ready for it?
I've never been more ready.
Wet whale.
Wet whale?
Wet wheel.
Oh, I think you said wet whale. I'm like, yeah, most whales are wet, bud. Wet wheel.
Wet wheel.
Oh, this has got to be like some old piece of garbage. Oh, boy. I don't even know if it's worth using a hint. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, shit. Give me a hint.
What do you want?
What's the card do?
XX tap. Target player puts the top X cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, and it also morphs for 3 colorless.
Oh, God. So it's XX tap it. They mill X.
Yes.
And it's a morph card.
It's a morph, and to turn the morph up, it is 3 colorless.
Oh, jeez. I mean, this card just seems bad.
Not good.
Oh, God. But I don't remember it being in like not Kaladesh cons. So it's got to be like the older morph set. Oh, jeez. Can't believe I just wasted a hint on this card that I'm definitely not going to get. Is it 3 colorless?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That would be incorrect.
Is it 4 colorless?
It is 4 colorless.
Ah, jeez, that was going to be my second guess.
It is from Future Sight.
Future Sight. Yep, that seems about right. What a fucking awful card. No.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Oh, okay. So I just have to run the field.
Ooh, I think you're going to get this one.
Oh, yeah?
Rewind.
Rewind? Fun story. I just cast this card. I was playing Pauper Commander, actually. And I don't remember I think I countered like an Ulamog's Crusher with it, and it felt really good.
That feels good.
Yeah, but it's 2 blue.
Yes, you are correct.
Counter target spell, and then you can untap up to 4 lands.
Yeah, if you would have missed that,
No, that one's a good one. And it also helps that I just cast it like a couple days ago.
Are you ready for the final one? Oh my god, this one's rough.
Oh God, no.
This one is carrier pigeon.
Oh geez. Oh what? Oh, I'm definitely gonna need a hint for this one.
Being in the Christmas spirit, I will give you a free hint. It is summon pigeons, and it is from Alliance.
Oh, look at that. Well, it's definitely a white card, right? Like, there's no way a carrier pigeon could be anything but a white card.
Oh, I don't know. Would you like a hint?
Yeah, what does carrier pigeon do?
Flying.
Sure, as most pigeons do.
I will give you the text on the card, and then I'll give you the updated text. Draw a card at the beginning of the upkeep of the turn after carrier pigeon comes into play.
Oh, so it's like it's
So
the next
what it
upkeep,
actually reads
draw a card.
is, whenever carrier pigeons enters the battlefield, draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep.
Oh, jeez. Oh boy. So it's got to be. So it's alliances. So it's got to be stupid expensive. It draws a card, and it's a white card. Well, I don't have a confirmation it's a white card, but it's a white card. It's a pigeon. And it has like the slow trickle draw thing. So it's like I don't think it's gonna be blue. Oh boy.
Arcane Denial is the slow draw thing.
Yes, it is. That's a counterspell. You also get to draw cards off that. Well, and your opponent draws cards. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm gonna need a guess here, sir.
It's got to be like 3 and a white or 2 and a white.
What's your final answer here, bud?
Oh my god. I'm gonna say like it's from Alliances, so I'm gonna go the pricier one. It's gotta be 3 and a white.
That, sir, would be correct.
No way! Yes! Oh! I know my white cards! Except for I didn't know that was a bold. That was just a guess. What is it?
Yeah.
Is it like a 2/2? Or no, it's gotta be like a 1/1. It can't be like a 2/2.
It's a 1/1.
Okay. Is it a common?
I don't know where to find that out at.
Was it printed in
It's a
other
common.
sets?
It's a common. No, literally, I think just Alliances. Yeah, Alliances.
God damn it. That was the luckiest. That was a Christmas miracle.
It was a Christmas miracle.
Oh,
That was a real good Christmas miracle.
holy. I legitimately can't.
I don't know how you got that one either. If it makes you feel any better.
It's a Hail Mary. Sometimes when you're right, you're right.
That was a Hail Mary, and sometimes Hail Marys work out.
Oh boy, I didn't even put any thought and effort into the shout out for this week.
We'll figure it out. You better find one, bud.
Oh boy. You know what? We're gonna shout out. Let's just shout out for this week.
Old Saint Nick.
Old Saint Nick. Yes, we're gonna shout out the Ghost of Christmas Past. No, let's shout out the company that brings us all together. How about that? Let's just burn that easy one now. Let's just shout out Wizards of the Coast.
I can dig it.
Yeah, I mean they make mistakes. But everybody makes mistakes, and everybody has been.
Yeah, and when they make mistakes, it turns out to be fun gameplay. So
yeah, and because it's a new year, or because it's almost a new year, and this is my last year of, or this is my last podcast of the year of positivity. Everything else after this has to be negative because I already said that. I got to get at least one positive shout out to Wizard before 2020 year of negativity starts. So thanks, Wizards. Thanks for making a game that brings us all together.
Thanks for doing you.
Yeah, and while we're on the positive thing, here's a shout out to everybody who listens to the podcast. It's been a hell of a year.
That it has. Thanks for listening in.
Yeah, thanks for not hating us.
Unless if your lands could kill Corey, get better at magic.
Yeah, do better, scrub.
Just
yeah,
kidding.
so
Love
shout
you
out
too,
to
buddy.
everybody, but if lands could kill.
Yeah. Fucking nerds.
That's gonna be in 2020. I'm only allowed to be positive towards them.
Oh, that's gonna be a rough one.
It's gonna be hard to find 365 days worth of positivity for those guys.
Just kidding, love you guys.
Yeah, so your positivity, shout out Wizards, shout out everybody who has at least spent some amount of time listening to us this year. And we're looking for looking forward to another year of this, whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, I'll be here. Come check us out.
Until you're replaced, you'll be here.
Until I'm replaced, yeah, that's fine.
And again, if you are looking to follow us on the social medias, you can go to fetch_shock. Like I said earlier, we're replacing Matt. So again, send your resume, your cover letter, and I want a list of 3 references. Just drop that in the Fetch and Shock DMs. I will review it, and I will get back to you.
Also, if you play Call of Duty on PlayStation 4, DM me and friend me, and then we'll play.
Yeah, so if you wanna bribe me for Matt's job, you can slide into my DMs at Basic Land Bin. And if you want to play some Call of Duty, so play some PlayStation with Matt, after he doesn't have to be on the podcast anymore, you can go to @itsbob and link up with him and start a Call of Duty podcast.
I'm down.
All right, dude. Well, it's been a hell of a year.
Yes, it has, man.
Next time we speak to you, at least in this context, it'll be 2020.
It will be 2020.
What a fucking ride. Oh, boy.
All right, bud. Well, obligatory dad joke. I'll see you next year.
You're the fucking worst. All right, and on that note, we will see you next year. Nerds!
Peace.